when you think about American culture versus Arab culture, there's oftentimes a lot of differences that many Americans don't understand. Maybe Arabs don't understand the American culture, but one of the issues that we talk about a lot is the importance of family and the role of family. So in your life, how important were the roles of your father and mother in helping you and forming you to be the person that you are, or did you have close relatives nearby, or just tell us a little bit about that story?
Yeah, family is very important in the Middle East. You're honoring your father and mother, and this is one of the commandments.
Right.
Is really important and literal in the Middle East. So
Right.
you have to honor your father and mother.
Right.
Remember, like the Middle Eastern, especially when if their father is still around, when you greet your father, you go and kiss his hand.
Right.
And
Right.
remember, like this is a show of respect. Hello,
Right.
good morning, Dad, and I take his hand and I kiss it.
Yes.
And when they're old and you cannot take care of them, you can never. This is I'm not saying it's wrong or right. You can
Right.
never put them in homes.
Right.
So
right.
you leave your work, you do whatever, but you have to take care of your,
Right.
like father and mother,
Right.
like they took care of you.
Absolutely. So right now, and I'm glad that you're talking about this, because I think too often in our American society, and I'm generalizing, of course, but too often we look at people that once they hit a certain age, maybe they're more disposable, maybe there's, well, we've got our lives to live and they've lived theirs, but now we get to put them in a home or something like that. And I never really believed in that. And I don't think it was just because of being in the Middle East, but it was because of the idea that what the Bible talks about honoring your parents. And we're very fortunate right now because my wife's father is actually living with us.
Oh, that's very nice.
And so, there were things that took place last year with the COVID and everything and surgeries. And it is a blessing to have another generation in the house, to have parents, to have, grandparents, to have, children, grandchildren, whatever. I think that that's something that too often we miss or we downplay in America. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, the American culture like more than me, but
Right.
I feel like a lot of times surprised when again, I'm not saying wrong or right or
Yes.
judging,
Right.
but I feel surprised coming from the Middle East when I hear, like in home care, or because we never do something like this, like
Right.
in our, you put your people in home care in this culture, in our culture, is people who have nobody.
Right, exactly.
So when you have nobody, you're
Yeah.
in home.
So,
home care.
and I don't know what it was like in Lebanon because I've never been to Lebanon, but I know in Jordan it was often that if a son got married and brought his wife, that the family would build another story up on
That's
top.
true. This is not very good.
Okay, I just wanted to, give me your perspective
No, but
on
this
that.
is. I
Yes.
mean, this is. You can. Well, it's the balance.
Yes.
So sometimes it's too much.
Yeah.
When you're extreme in things,
Yeah.
it becomes suffocating.
Right, right.
So you have to cut the cord sometimes.
Right.
So the father, like a man should leave his, like mother and father and
Right.
stick to his wife. And
Right.
sometimes it's physical,
Yeah.
You need to go away a little bit because in the Middle East, if you're too close, and again, I'm not judging anyone.
No, I understand.
Everybody intervene in everybody's business,
Right.
and especially the in-laws and the mother, and
Right.
So you need to
Yeah.
cut ties and go
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah, there is that healthy balance. There are some times that, and I know what you're saying. Again, I've lived over there, so I've seen it as well.
It's too much,
Yeah.
and I can tell from friends of mine, and and from family that it's really created lots of problems and marriage problem where the competition for the love of the son between the mother and the wife.
Yes, yeah.
And because they live, of course, they
Yeah.
live, close by, so they know everything about the marriage. When like the couple is not happy, or when they're happy, or etc. It's too much.
Yeah.
You need to just go away.
Right. So, I mean, are there positives with that though too? That I mean, when you're in a situation like that, tell us what the positives are.
The positive is you have support.
Right.
So if both of them are working, you have at least food on the table when they come back, and they will
Right.
not need to worry about food.
Right.
They have children you know, like the in-laws
Right.
will become like a nursery. So
Yeah.
you leave them with your mother, you leave them with your, you know. So this is also good. When
Yeah.
somebody is sick, you have also support of the family there nearby. It's very practical. Go down, you know, just cross the street, they're there.
Yeah. But when the doors close for a reason, right? So.
That's true. So
Yeah.
if you can have this balance, is perfect. When
Yeah.
they are quarreling, leave them alone. Don't intervene and try to. So the balance is good. And yeah, I don't know. It needs a lot of wisdom and discipline.
Yeah. So can you